Manipulation is an art, a craft so subtle and calculated that its true effects can be almost invisible, even to the most discerning eye. But what happens when manipulation takes a darker turn? Today, we are exploring dark manipulation tactics, the techniques that prey on human vulnerability using fear, guilt, and psychological traps. Let me break down the psychology behind these tactics and expose the truths many prefer to hide. You see, when we think of manipulation, we often picture it in broad strokes, a person using lies or charm to get what they want. But dark manipulation goes deeper than that. It's not just about getting something from someone, it's about controlling them, shaping their perception of reality, and using their own mind against them. To truly understand dark manipulation, we need to look at it from a psychological perspective. So, let's dive into the tactics themselves one by one. First off, gaslighting. This is one of the most insidious dark manipulation tactics out there. Gaslighting is when someone manipulates you into questioning your own reality, your memories, your thoughts, your perceptions. The goal is simple: make you doubt yourself until you are no longer sure of what is true. At first, it's subtle. They might tell you you are overreacting or that you're remembering things wrong. But over time, these small doubts accumulate until you are constantly second-guessing your own mind. The manipulator does this to control you, making you more reliant on them to define what is real. Next, we have isolation. This one's a classic. A manipulator will slowly isolate you from your friends, family, or anyone who could give you an objective perspective. They may plant seeds of doubt about others, undermine relationships, or simply make you feel like no one understands you except them. The more isolated you become, the more you depend on the manipulator. They use this to make you feel trapped, like they are the only one who gets you. But in reality, they are pushing you into a psychological cage. The silent treatment is another cruel tactic. This is a form of emotional manipulation where someone intentionally ignores you or withholds communication. It's not about resolving conflict, it's about punishment. By withholding affection or attention, the manipulator creates anxiety and confusion. You'll find yourself wondering what you did wrong, trying harder to please them. All the while they are controlling your emotions without saying a word. Then there's the tactic of playing the victim. A manipulator will frame themselves as the injured party, shifting the blame for everything that goes wrong onto you. They will twist the narrative so that you feel responsible for their emotional turmoil. By playing the victim, they shift the focus away from their own behavior and make you feel guilty. This guilt trip can make you overly apologetic or subservient, effectively making you the one who feels the burden of the relationship. Love bombing is an emotional manipulative tactic often used in the early stages of a relationship, where someone showers you with excessive affection, attention, and gifts. It's overwhelming, but in a way that feels intoxicating. They'll make you feel like you are the most important person in the world. The problem? it's a facade. The love bombing phase isn't about genuine affection, it's about gaining control. Once they have hooked you emotionally, they'll start to pull back, becoming distant or critical, leaving you constantly trying to earn back their approval. Triangulation is a particularly sneaky tactic. In this case, a manipulator will create a triangle of conflict by involving a third party in your issues, either by gossiping about you or comparing you to others. This tactic serves to make you feel inferior, jealous, and threatened. By making competition or insecurity, the manipulator undermines your self-esteem and creates division between you and the others. They thrive on the chaos discusses, all while presenting themselves as the peacemaker or mediator. Fear and intimidation tactics often appear in toxic power dynamics. This is where the manipulator uses threats, both direct and indirect, to create a sense of fear. The fear doesn't always have to be physical. It can be emotional, social, or even financial. By creating a constant atmosphere of fear, the manipulator ensures you are too anxious or intimidated to question their authority or resist their control. Fear can be a powerful motivator, and they know how to wield it to bend you to their will. This is when a manipulator goes behind your back, telling lies or spreading rumors to damage your reputation. They're trying to turn people against you, making it harder for you to trust anyone or find support. By destroying your credibility, they weaken your position and make it easier for them to control you. This tactic can be devastating, especially when you don't even know who to trust anymore. Finally, emotional blackmail. This is when a manipulator uses your emotions against you, threatening to withdraw love, support, or approval unless you comply with their demands. It's a form of control that is wrapped in emotional warfare. The manipulator knows that your need for love and validation is a powerful motivator. They will exploit this, pushing you to act out of fear of losing them or facing emotional punishment. Dark manipulation isn't something that happens overnight. It's a slow burn, wearing down your defenses bit by bit until you are left vulnerable. But here's the most important thing to remember. You are not weak for being manipulated. No one is immune to these tactics. Well, the first step is awareness. Recognizing these tactics for what they are is the first line of defense. Trust yourself, value your boundaries, and never let anyone make you feel less than what you are. And remember, a healthy relationship doesn't use manipulation. It is built on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. And if you found this video insightful, like, share, and subscribe for more content that empowers you to take control of your life. Stay strong, stay wise, and never let anyone dim your light.